Alright, so in a previous video we showed you how to create a responsive layout um, that would split a page into a third and two-third, like a left-hand side that would take up a third of the page and a right-hand side would take up the two-thirds of the page. And as you resize the page, the left-hand side disappeared when it was too small to fit both left and right side. So let's do something similar to add um, um, a nav bar at the top and a nav bar at the bottom of headers and footers that behave in a similar way, right? So one thing before we continue is that let's add some padding on the left and right hand side of this main content by adding the container fluid class to this row here, so that we have a nice at least like a 15 pixel wide padding on either side. All right, so let's continue. Let's add the navigation at the top and bottom. So to do that, we're going to use a nav element, right, and then use the nav bar class from Bootstrap that adds the behavior and styling for a navigation bar at the top and bottom. All right, so let's use the default look and feel, which is just a light gray colors, right, and some grayish text. And also we're going to stick it to the top of the page by using navbar fixed top. Right, so that's going to stick the content to the top of the screen. Then in the content here, what we want to do is to add, follow the same idea that we did here for the content, the main content. We're going to copy that, right, and we're going to paste it in here. Right. Same thing. We're gonna have a row that's going to represent the entire row that spans the entire width of the entire page. Is going to add some padding from left and right, and this is the left content, right, of the header that is going to show for 1/3 of the page. And this is the content that's going to show for the 2/3 on the page on the right hand side, and the left hand side is going to disappear for extra small screens. Right? So let's see what we have so far. If we render this, there we have the header. Looks like the left and right content are actually underneath the header that we're not seeing anymore, probably because we didn't. What's happening here is because of the fixed. Notice if I remove this, right, there it is, right? So this is the header with the left and right content, and this is the left and right of the main content. So let's actually put here left header, and this is right header, and just to be able to distinguish both, this would be left content, and this would be right content. So if we refresh, there we go. So this is left header, left content, right content, and they both behave following each other, right? And then when it's too small, the left-hand side and content and left-hand side header, they both disappear, leaving you only the right header and the right content. Okay. So to make this a style as an actual header, there's a couple more elements that we want to use here, right, to add some vertical spacing, right, and some additional styling cues. So the left header, there's a couple elements here that render this as an actual header element by declaring this perhaps as a nav bar header. That's going to add some vertical white spaces so that it centers the content. So this would be left header. Actually, I think this is supposed to be inside of a hyperlink. Right, so let's put this inside of a hyperlink. And I believe there's an additional class that goes here that says that this is the kind of like where the link that describes the main brand of the product, right? This gives it a little higher font, right? A little stronger font. It's not just plain text, right? That identifies either the particular page or the font of the or the logo of your company or the product, right? Whatever marketing you want to use here. So similarly, we are going to do the same thing for the right header. We're going to add here content. I'm going to copy and paste and put some branding here for the right header. Here's the right header. There we go. So there we go. So we have left and right. Now one of the problems is that what we really want here is for this to be fixed at the top. Right? Navbar, I think it's fixed top. And when we do that, notice at the bottom left content and right content, what happens is that because now this is fixed, the content is now under the header. Right? The header is now on top of the main content. So we need to add some padding. Right? So let me show you here. There's the body. If we add some padding at the top, padding top 10 pixels. I don't know if that's enough. Let's increase it. Let's keep increasing it. There we go. There's the right content and the left content comes back again. So let's add enough padding at the top. Okay. I believe we did this in a previous video and we added that styling to a style CSS. There it is, the body. And that we're adding some padding at the top. We're also adding some padding at the bottom for the footer, the fixed footer. Okay. So we could add very easily by adding another link. Right? We can just reference that style, the link tag that references CSS, and then styles. There it is, and this is a style sheet. There we go. So if we re-render that, looks like 35 pixels is not enough. So let's add that to maybe 60. Okay, that looks like it's enough. And similarly, we want to do something similar to the bottom of the page. Let's add a footer, fixed footer at the bottom. Let's copy that and let's paste it down here. And the only difference that we're going to do, change here is that instead of fixed top, we want to do a fixed bottom. There it is. And this would be a left footer, and this would be a right footer. Okay. And if we refresh, there we have it. We have a left footer, a left header, right header, and a right footer, and they all seem to be responsive, right? And at some point, the left-hand side just disappears, leaving us just with the right content. This looks like there's some styling that we need to keep working on the left and the right-hand side, which we can fix. Let's see if we take a look at that. Looks like the styling is adding some additional padding. Perhaps we can fix it. Let's see. So let's brand the header. And perhaps we can remove any paddings from the left. So padding left 0. Okay. Maybe even margin left 0. Let's see if that fixes that. Okay, so that seems to have fixed it. There we go. Okay, and it looks like we would need to do the same thing for the for the footer. So that's applying it to the nav bar. So let's add maybe to the styles, right? We might say create a couple classes here where we want to capture these two styles: padding, no padding, no left padding, and no right padding. How's that? Now let's grab that. We'll call the classes no left padding, and we can put that in there and create maybe a no left margin. Right? We can then use these classes and apply them where we need to. And where would that be? That would be, according to this, it would be on the nav bars, right? Nav bar brands. So let's do that. Let's go back to the lists, and on the nav bar brand, this one, we'll add the no left margins and no left padding. Let's see if that works. Actually, that would be on the right-hand side, right? Because these disappear. These disappear, so it would be on these right here, right? Okay, so let's refresh. Okay, that seemed to work, right? There we go. So right header. There we go. And we might want to do the same thing for the footer, navbar brand. There we go. The right footer is now